Hello, welcome everybody to Friends in Gaming Minecraft survival thing with the where we do this. And I never, you know what? I don't know how to start videos.
You know what I feel so stupid about? I was sitting
Everything.
here like, oh man, where am I gonna find wood to make a crafting table to make stuff so I can get out of here? While I'm literally standing on wood.
Oh my gosh, you're right. You're right. That's stupid. Do you have stupid, Ethan?
Uh, I was actually there the day Michelle Obama got bombed with Trump's racism. And I think some of
Not
you
if I have anything to say about it, and I
and I
do.
do.
Civil rights beam. I fucking love that clip, dude.
It's so funny. It's like who would think of it? And also, why didn't anybody think of it before?
Exactly.
And the
Just
fact
how amazing is that? That like that's like a thing that like exists and everyone thinks it's funny.
That's the thing that somebody was like, this would be really funny to put out in the world. And just
Yeah.
everybody agreed with it.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, oh fuck. Oh yeah. So anyway, I was just scrolling through TikTok, as one does, because I'm a part of Generation Z. And I saw this video, and this guy, I think he was on like Omegle or like one of the Omegle, like one of the
Yeah.
Omegle websites, and he said namaste to this random ass fucking girl online, and she starts like freaking out on it. She's like, "You can't say that. That word has like so much negative history behind it, and that's just so racist that you just said it." It's like, what, dog?
Sorry, what? It's racist to use other people's languages now?
Yeah, bro. What?
Like it's not
What?
like they're stealing the word, they're just using it.
Yeah,
Isn't
that
that
almost
what we're supposed to be doing?
Yeah, exactly. That almost reminds me of another clip that for some reason I cannot think of what it is. Like I totally had it in my mind, and then like I was gonna like not interrupt you, and then I forgot.
Ah, shoot, sorry.
You better be, I guess.
But yeah, is like and I'm gonna say this. It's not cultural appropriation to use things from other cultures and respect that it is from that culture. That's what you're supposed
Yeah,
to do.
yeah, I agree with that.
It's when you take it from a culture and then completely disrespect the culture.
Yeah.
Like if you're really racist towards Chinese people and then you wear their clothing as is a complete disgrace and completely
Mhm.
disrespect it, that's cultural appropriation.
Mhm.
But if you're wearing it and you understand the cultural aspect behind it and you're trying to respect it, I I would say that's not cultural appropriation.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of feel like cultural appropriation is something that's like overused, where it's
Yeah.
like, is that really what that is, dog?
There are some things where I'm like, yeah, no, people should not do that. But then there are other things that I'm like, I mean, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Like at least they're trying.
Exactly. Like what? Like white people wearing dreadlocks. Do I think that looks stupid? Yeah. Is it
Yes.
cultural appropriation? No. Unless you're about to say, hold on, Gabriel, I don't agree with you.
Uh no, I'm not. Because
I just think it looks dumb.
there are certain white cultures that wore dreadlocks, but
Yeah.
not Vikings. People think Vikings did, they didn't.
Hmm.
What they had was a front
Interesting.
mullet,
Ah. You know
which
what? You know what else Vikings didn't do that everyone credits them for?
what's that?
So you know how like everyone likes to shit on Christopher Columbus.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying it's completely unjustified to shit on Christopher Columbus, but everyone's like, oh, he's not even the first European to find out about what the fuck's it called?
America.
Yeah. Well, that would be like someone like in like 2005 saying that they thought about buying Bitcoin and then didn't. That's the Vikings, okay?
Yeah, they came here and then they were like, "Nah, I'm good," and then went right back.
Yeah, like they chopped like 5 trees down and were like, fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. You know?
Yeah. Anyways, I brought the stuff back. I made it back, Gabriel.
Dude, good job. Honestly, I applaud you. Let's go to sleep because I'm the monsters are scary.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So exactly, and I completely agree. You can't put your feet in the kiddie pool and then say you learned how to swim.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like if there are real things to like shit on Christopher Columbus for, then use those real things. Don't make shit up. Come on. Cuz then you just take away from the real arguments.
Yeah. Everybody knows the first person to discover gravity was Isaac Newton. Before Sir Isaac Newton, gravity didn't exist.
Exactly. Which means he's an asshole.
Yeah, I wanted to fly, man, and I never got the
Yeah.
chance.
What the fuck, bro? So Isaac Newton died a virgin, which means I have one up on him cuz I'm not
Uh,
dead.
uh,
Oh fuck. I wish I remembered what comedy sketch that was from so I could credit that, but whatever.
I hate to burst your bubble here.
Oh, he didn't? That's hilarious.
Um, he didn't die. He died a virgin in the heterosexual sense.
Oh, he was gay.
Yeah, he also had an assistant that lived with him for 20 years in his tower.
That's awesome. That's
Same with
hilarious.
how Leonardo da Vinci was gay.
Really?
He got arrested twice for homosexuality.
Huh. Wicked.
Yo, why
Which
is it?
famous church thing did he make? Because I
Uh,
always forget which one's which.
The Last Supper.
Ah,
Literally one of the most famous Christian paintings of all time.
yeah.
This was
Who did
after
the
he got
Sistine
arrested.
Chapel? It was
Michelangelo.
after. Ah, Michelangelo. Wasn't he like traditionally a sculptor though?
He was. But he also did
The
some
fuck was he
really
doing
good
painting
paintings.
shit?
He did some
Weirdo.
really good paintings as well. Well, Da Vinci was generally an inventor,
Well, yeah. He made all
and
that weird shit that didn't work that well.
but gave leave for some of the greatest inventions of all time.
Yeah.
You could say the first of something is never the best. It's almost always the worst version of something. Like the
Yeah,
Railroad
I mean that's
plane is
true.
probably the worst plane in history, but
Yeah.
it's also the
And
first.
you know what? I totally agree with that. And if you don't think that you agree with me on that, go watch episode 1 of this series.
What do you mean?
I'm saying that the first episode of this series was really shitty because it was really
Oh yeah,
boring because it was literally the first video.
yeah, because we just and I'm not gonna say our videos are any better, but I feel they've I feel they've gotten a little better over time.
I feel like they have. Because there's definitely a lot more confidence in front of the camera that I have now that I didn't have before.
Yeah, exactly. We've just
Because
got
like before, I was like, oh man, I gotta say something, and like I don't fucking know what to say, and I'm like weird and shit. And now I'm just like, all right, let's turn it on. Let's just have fun, you know.
yeah. We don't force it as much anymore.
We just don't have to. Because there was like a lot of like just no talk being. There was just like a lot of nothing being said, and like now it's like we're making fun of Obama for blowing shit up.
As we should. I really do like, however, that our generation is a lot faster to criticize political figures.
And you know what? That's actually really good because
Yeah.
everyone deserves
Critic-
criticism.
Yeah, criticize everything always. And people are like, "Oh, but they're on your side. You shouldn't criticize them." No, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Yeah, it's not
Especially if
about
they're on your
sides.
side. If
Yeah, exactly. Oh
especially if
yeah,
they
and this.
agree with you,
Yeah,
criticize them more if they agree. 'Cause then
yeah, and like
otherwise you're just a sheep following people that agree on some of the viewpoints that you hold.
yeah. Also, not to mention like by not um fuck what was I gonna say? Well yeah, but by being like, oh yeah, don't criticize them, they're on your side, you're like then what's the point? You're not growing, you're just dividing, you know?
Yeah. And then you're no better than the communists you say you hate. Well,
Exactly.
I'm not saying communists are bad. I'm saying the communists that people are like, oh, communism bad. Re.
Yeah. I mean, I guess technically, really honestly, is communism bad? Like, no, it just doesn't work.
It's just not a it's not a reliable system of government.
Yeah.
And it may very well be just like the Wright brothers plane. We just haven't figured out a better system that's like it yet.
I mean, like maybe, but
Like
that
I'm
sounds
not
like
holding.
some that sounds like communist propaganda, though. I don't know.
Yo, okay. I am gonna recommend some amazing books right now. And I know people probably haven't watched this far in, but if you have, absolutely
Number one, the
go.
Communist Manifesto. I highly
Yo,
recommend everyone.
the original Thomas the Tank Engine books.
What?
They are full of talking about they're along the same lines as 1984 and Animal Farm.
Really?
Yeah, I absolutely I absolutely recommend them.
All right.
Like the
Fuck. I go to
1946 Thomas the Tank Engine books. Here, let me see if I can remember what it's called.
1946 Thomas the Tank Engine.
Give me a second to remember what it was called. But they are like dark. You're gonna have to give me a sec. I'll just be doing this in our uh,
Oh man,
but
I gotta go commentate for myself.
there's one book where it straight up is like so a lot of it is the place where they are, the town they're in, is better than everybody everywhere else. It's all and in other towns you could get sorry, it's called the Railway series.
Oh, so it's not called Thomas the Tank Engine yet?
Correct. It's from 1945. And they were
Oh,
like in other towns um you would get scrapped. They scrap other towns, and there's pictures of the other towns, and there's one where one train literally doesn't have a face.
holy shit, that's like kind of terrifying.
Yeah, but in the town, you notice that a lot of the books, a lot of the trains, things that are happening are along the same lines of what they're saying is happening in other towns. And it's very, well, at least you don't live there. You live here. You're free to roam here, but you're not really free to roam. There's one
Right,
train,
because if you try to go anywhere else.
you can't leave. And you don't
Yeah.
want to leave. That's what they try to say. And then there's one book where there's one train that's going way too fast around the trails and they're telling him that he'll derail. And eventually
Mm-hmm.
he does. And they're like, well, we warned you, and now you're never going to go anywhere again. And they turned him into a generator in the back of a train station.
What the fuck?
And
Wait,
they're
that
like,
that does
and
sound like communist propaganda.
yeah, and they're like, and he's still there to this day, hasn't moved since. And there's one train that got a new paint job, and he was like, well, I don't want to ruin my paint job, so I'm just not going to go out on the rails today. And the a mayor was like, "You're gonna go," and he's like, "No, I don't want to go. I don't want to ruin my paint job."
Because
And
he's
they're
trying
like,
to be
"Okay,
different.
well then." Yeah, and then and so he said, and the mayor was like, "Okay, well then I guess you're never leaving the train station again." And they bricked him up into the wall,
What the fuck?
straight up. And they were like, and he never left. I am being so serious right now. The Railway series, absolutely crazy.
Uh, it fucking sounds crazy. Holy shit. Damn.
And the whole time there's this sense of, well, at least you're a train here and not anywhere else. Because
Yeah.
they'd scrap you if you were somewhere else. Remember, you're safe here. You can do everything here. But then there was one book where Thomas actually went through one of these other towns, and it was like better than where they were. The trains could come and go as they pleased, and they just figured out they just worked on a schedule because they wanted to.
What the fuck? It's kind of wicked.
Yeah. And it's like it's still children's books, but there's this underlying sense of propaganda.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going into the nether to go find quartz.
Okay. But yeah.
Not to like try and like take away from the
No, thanks.
propaganda storytelling.
But yeah,
I just
it's
want some
like,
quartz.
and it's like they're still children's books like in the same sense that you have children's TV shows that are teaching kids propaganda back in the 40s.
Mm-hmm.
And it was this underlying sense of, and they still had these dark stories, but they played them off as children's cautionary tales.
Right.
And dude, like I read them as a kid. Like my grandpa had them, and he was like, "These I read these when I was your age," and I read them, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool. They train go fast, vroom vroom." And then I reread them when
No,
I was
train, don't go fast.
and I reread them when I turned like 16, and I was like, "Oh my god,
And you were like, oh, that's why I'm a communist.
I'm not a communist."
I know, I'm fucking with you.
I just believe people should get paid for the work they do, and that they should be able to live off of those wages,
Yeah.
which is what FDR, the man who set up the minimum wage, said. He was like, a man should be able to live comfortably off of his wages and shouldn't have to work all day to sleep in a bed to sleep in a bed that he barely even gets to sleep in.
Yeah.
And so I say that to people who are like, well, it's minimum wage, it's not living wage. And I'm like, it should be, it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Actually, just real quick, and this is something about people who criticize schools without making any like attempt to actually better the school system. They're just whining about how bad it is. I saw this one like a few times, and it was like, this is how cell phones have changed over the years. This is how like clocks have changed over the years. This is how alarm clocks specifically have changed over the years. And this is how schools have changed over the years. Notice how schools haven't changed at all. And it's like, all right, Doug, just because something's never changed doesn't mean it's bad. School isn't a good example of me saying that because, there is a bit of a problem with, our school system, but it not changing doesn't mean it's bad, because you could make the same argument that it's been good this whole time and they just made it perfect, and again, I'm not saying that is true about schools. I'm just saying that like that's a really bad argument and I hate it.
Like blacksmithing has barely changed since the 1940s because they've
Yeah,
gotten so good at it, and there haven't been any more efficient techniques
yeah, exactly.
that have come out.
And there has never since its invention nothing has ever gotten better at putting liquid into your mouth than a spoon, like for like soup or whatever. Like I know there's like a cup, but I'm like not talking about drinks.
When there are things that are just good, oh shoot. When there are things that
like
are just
sometimes
good,
like sometimes shit's just made perfectly the first time.
and some things take a little bit, but once you get into a groove and there just isn't a more efficient way of doing it, you just
Yeah,
stick with that thing until that more efficient thing comes along.
exactly.
And that's
And I
not to
think
say,
it's
and that
keep
might
going.
just be because there's not resources that exist for it to be better.
Yeah.
Now, schools,
Anyway, that's
every
all. Just
that.
stop making shitty arguments, guys, please. Because there are real arguments to be had about every issue. But if you make shitty arguments, the argument you're trying to make, it kind of brings down everyone that agrees with you.
Dude, I just found stuff I haven't seen in like 6 episodes.
Grass blocks?
No, my stuff that I got killed in a cave with.
What in the hell?
Dude, the lag has preserved it.
It's really weird how something's up with the clear lag on this. I want to know why our turnout servers don't have. Do our turnout servers just like not have clear lag or something?
Maybe. Maybe is there a way to turn clear lag off
I don't
in
think
like
so.
settings?
There
I,
shouldn't be because that would like think about any item you've never picked up that would just make it really shitty.
yeah, and then it would just slow the whole server down
Yeah,
because the game would have to be like, yeah, that's still there and it's still bobbing and turning.
yeah. Also, there's a shadow under it and shit.
Yeah, you got to render all that. And while that's not like super hard, it's still something the computer
It,
has to think about.
exactly. Not to mention if there's enough of them, which I mean, obviously, if they're never going away, it's just a matter of time that eventually you're gonna have a completely unplayable game. So I can't honestly imagine it's not able to be turned off.
And that's why you have keep inventory,
Yeah.
which is cheating. If you have keep inventory on, you're a little dirty
Oh,
cheater.
yeah. I mean, you're a cheater. Like sure, like maybe it's because maybe you're the guy that rage quits whenever you die in lava or something, but you're a cheater. It's cheating. If you don't believe me, go open up a game of start a new world on the Bedrock edition. It literally is labeled as a cheat.
It's labeled as a cheat
You
here
have
too.
is it?
Yeah, I found the
Because
village, by the way.
I thought everything's just considered commands on here. I don't know if it was actually considered cheating because you can actually cheat and still get achievements on this version, but you can't on Bedrock.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta get in the base.
Dude.
What?
Oh, I found all my stuff. Yeah, clear lag does not exist apparently.
That's
But I
so
found all the stuff that I
weird.
got killed for in this village.
Cool. How do you make an observer?
I don't know. Though I figure if you have all the supplies for it, you'd just be able to make it.
Yeah,
Because
probably.
recipes don't exist. You don't have to memorize recipes anymore.
Yeah. Which, like, on one hand, I'm like really happy about because like now I don't have to like go look it up and shit. But then on the other hand, I'm like, but I felt so smart.
I knew them all.
It's like I thought I was smart, but now it doesn't matter. That's why I turn off the hints whenever I don't need them. Because then anyone watching my videos is like, "Whoa, he's so smart," and I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm so smart," and then I have to like go look it up, and they're like, "Oh, he's not smart," and I'm like, "Stop."
I'm trying so hard.
But in the end, it didn't even matter. Ah, fuck. How do you make a piston? Oh.
That is
You
a
need
good
iron.
question. You're gonna have to ask somebody other than me.
What? I just looked it up.
Hey, what are the house chords again?
730, or sorry, negative 730, negative 200.
Thank you.
Ugh. You
I
know
was
what song
way
stuck
I
in
was
my
way
head
too
right
far
now?
north.
Gotta hate it when that happens. You know what song stuck in my head?
What's up?
Fucking, Not My Time by Three Doors Over.
I haven't heard that song before.
I'm sure you have. It's but it's not my time. I'm not going. There's a fear in me. That one.
I don't think I actually have heard that song.
Really? Huh.
I'm sure you sounded almost exactly like it. There's a creeper on top of our smelting plate.
Please don't let him explode.
No, but it's on top of it. I don't have the equipment. Wait. Yes, I do.
I think I do.
I have the equipment to kill him.
Nice. Wait, I don't see him. I see you shooting at him.
Got him. Come on,
Nice.
baby.
Got
I didn't get
him.
that, though.
Huh?
Got him. I didn't get him. I didn't kill him yet, though.
Oh
So
shit. Oh, you just hit him.
I hit him. I was trying to get him angry.
Oh. Pff. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode of Minecraft. Dude, I'm trying to do my outro, you asshole. Get the fuck over here. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode of Minecraft Survival. I'll be seeing you guys. Well, I don't know. Fucking. All right. If you want to be a part of the channel and part of future videos, join the Discord server. Once I get some more members in there, I'm gonna just do some more subscriber specials in the future. Just because I always thought it'd be cool to do shit like that. And if you like the video, maybe give us a subscribble. It makes me feel really happy whenever I see the number go up.
Yeah,
That's me being happy.
I get overjoyed when I see people.
I think I'm gonna censor.
I wanna
I'm
say
actually
I've
gonna
been
cut the
most of our
video
subscribers.
when I say that.
Yeah,
What did you say?
I was gonna say most of our subscribers are probably minors.
Huh.
I can't think of any adults wanting to watch this.
It says you, bro. But this is peak entertainment right here. You don't get much better than this.
Took the XP and the gunpowder and my
Oh,
arrow.
you bitch. You bitch! Alright, anyway, but
There must have been a skeleton somewhere.
you asshole.
Ow, you still got me.
Alright, well anyway, adios guys. That was not cultural. I'm gonna cut it while I'm saying that.